Hello, Mario. How to use Excel to generate Lotto numbers number 3. Well, welcome back. This is number 3 in the Generate Lotto Numbers series. So in this one, hopefully I'll finish it off, but we'll see how time goes. Sometimes little things come in, but just again to reiterate that Excel is one of the best programs you'll ever find for computation. It's used throughout engineering, in particular for civil engineering, used for many different applications. So good Excel skills can stand you in good stead in so many different areas. So let's crack on and get on back onto the large screen, and let's get on with it. Okay, and here we are. So what we want to do now is to create I've turned off the automatic thing, so we have to, as I said, push F9 to keep generating. So what we want to do now is to create like a button that'll do that, and this can get a wee bit tricky. So the first thing you need to do is to make sure that you've got this developer tab on the ribbon here. Now sometimes it's not there, so you have to go to File, Options, and then you have to find where it says to put the, is it Advanced? Now formulas, somewhere it says Add-ins, Trust Center, Quick Access Toolbar, General, and there's a thing there that says formulas on the ribbon for getting the developer tab. So we need to find that somewhere. Show, cut and paste, print, chart, display, options, formula, customize the ribbon. That's it there. Sorry. Yes, and because it's already there, you'll see, but there's you have to come down to here and make sure that you've got developer top. So if I didn't tick it, it would what would happen? That's the main tab, but you got to make sure you've got that developed. So if I don't tick the developer, I'll go OK, and you can see the developer tab disappears there. So then if we go File, Options, and customize the ribbon and tick the developer tab, you can move it from one side to the other as well, so you may have to find it down in here, but okay. And there's our developer tab there, which we now click. All right, so what we want to do is we want to insert a button. Now we can do form controls or ActiveX controls. Now the ActiveX control, I chose that because I can change the color of it, whereas the form controls you cannot. And so we're going to go to here and put that one there, and I've put my button sort of 1, 2, 3. So I've said that's the sort of middle there, round about there. We can change it, it doesn't matter. So there it is there, like so. Alrighty, and that's command button 1, and then we can view code, and that has gone onto my the view code has gone onto my what looks like my one here, and it's actually picked up the code from my previous worksheet that I've still got over there. So that's not what we, first of all, we've got to go here and design mode, view code, and the one, that little bit there is not the code that we want, actually. We've got to create this little macro here. So macro, and I'm going to edit. So we're going to have to create a macro. I haven't got a clean install here, so I think what I'll do is I'll create a new macro, which is here. Edit. So not quite sure how to do that. Options. So we'll just go escape. Excel add-ins. So that's our button in there anyway. Now we've got to get it working. Design mode. Okay, and then here we've got macros. Don't seem to have a create button here for some reason. Command button there, and we can view the code for that, and that should be, it's not coming working exactly how it was, but this is the Lotto number generator from the other thing, because I've got that open. Well, I could cut that one out, I suppose. But that is the button there, but we don't seem to have one for this one here. I'm going to right click view the code for that one there. Oh, and this is the here it is here. This is the code for the private sub button one clip there. And what we put for that one there is we put this code in here. So let's just make sure we've got this all right. So what we want to put in here is, just go tab there, and we just want to copy and paste the name of this macro in here. Control C and Control V, and that's the name of that macro. So this little Lotto video version 1 is the code for that one there, and then this one here can go in there. Oops. Or alternatively, I don't see why we can't do that there. We might be able to do this here. So different things will possibly happen when you I'm going to try there end sub. Okay. All right, and that's my command button there. And if I come in here, oops, it can be a bit tricky this to try and no, make sure you get the command button. Command button view code, and that's it there for my command button. That's the code that I've got there. Okay, and I'm just going to go out of design mode and just see what, and there we go. Push the button and there it is. It's operating. So let's just recap on that. So we go and click the button, go into design mode and go to view the code. Now this is the code here for Lotto Video version 1, and this is what it creates these two lines here, and we've got to write this code in. So, and it's got to be written exactly how it's shown here. So it's worksheets, and then calcs is the name of this spreadsheet here, dot range, and then the range is A2 to B41. So that's what we're doing here, is we're just getting it to calculate that range. So it's just calculating A2 to B41, which is that little range in there. Okay, it's calculating that range. All right, so we'll just go view code and just delete that out of there, that's no problem. And so it calculates that range, and then we get it to calculate each of these the ranges for each one of these here. So that's worksheets result range, and that's C7 there. So that's that one. So what you can do is make that one and then copy it down and just change that to C7, E7, G7, I7, K7 and M7. So this, you just type this in, or if you're, yes, and you have to be very careful. Don't forget to put the little tab in there. So when you're typing that in, you just push the tab button, T-A-B, and that will go across there like that, and that'll be the end. So you can put that in there like that. As I say, I've put this on a previous, as you can see, I've got the another version, or another spreadsheet open, and that's got all those ones in there. But that's going in there like that, and that seems to be all done. So I'll just bring that out into the middle so it makes it nice and easy to copy, but that should be good. All right, and let's just get out of there, and let's just check. Ooh, escape, get out of design mode. Okay, escape, and yeah, it's generating like that. Now let's go back into design mode, and let's okay, let's get this button all sort of sorted now, and that gets a little bit tricky. If we go into design mode, and yeah, I haven't, oh yeah, so we get out of design mode, let's go home, so it's working. Okay, so now we come back to developer, back to design mode, and then we can double, okay, we've got to try and get in there to adjust it, and there is a way of getting in there which I haven't completely discovered just yet. It's getting very, very tricky. Oh, you can go to properties, that's one way. So this is the properties thing here. So I went into design mode and went up, clicked the button, went into properties, and so one of the things I wanted to do is to change the foreground color, and I wanted to change that to white, and I just, so that's changed. I just made that button like that, and I wanted to change the background color, which is this one here, and I wanted to change that to black. And now you can see I've got that there. And then I wanted the caption here. And what I wanted to put on that there was what I had previously, which was generate my Lotto numbers. So you can type it in here. which wasn't quite what I wanted. Oh, I've clicked down to there. I want to go to there and categorized. What the hell's happened here now? Oh, that's better. And yeah, the caption, generate, G-E-N, so it's caps lock. I've got it as G-E-N-E-R, generate my Lotto numbers. Okay, so that perhaps needs to be a little bit bigger. Yep, and then we can click on there, and we can look down here at the font, and if we click on that, we get a little arrow out there, and that gives us, we can go Arial bold, and we can maybe go up a notch there. Okay, and that makes that a bit bigger. We can get a bigger button here. Generate my Lotto numbers. Move it in here like that. The middle is between 24 and 3, so around about there. And perhaps I could make it a slightly smaller text. Again there, perhaps 20 is a bit too big. Make it at 16. Okay, yeah, it's probably a bit better. So that's our button. Click on our button. As you can see, it can be a little bit problematical, but there's generate my Lotto numbers. We'll just get rid of the properties and just get out of design mode, and yep, it's still working. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get it all ready now for final production. So first of all, I'm going to that's all good, and the calcs are all good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just hide this stuff here, because you don't want people fiddling around in that there. I'm going to hide that there, and then I'm just going to make it all a bit bigger so it takes up a full screen, so that when we there, and bring it in to like the middle of the screen when you open it up. And then I'm going to go up into here into the view, and turn off the view, turn off the formula bar and the grid lights and the ruler and the headings. Okay, we didn't have the ruler on. Get it still a little bit, could be a little bit more, perhaps a little bit bigger. Yeah, makes it sort of more central. And a little bit, yeah, that's can't get it down any lower really. That's it there, and then we can come up here, and here we can auto hide the ribbon, and there we go. There's our little thing, and we can generate our Lotto numbers. There we go. All right. So hopefully I've given you, we can turn off this visual base. Oh, that turns it on. We want to get rid of it totally. Okay, generate my Lotto numbers. So the Visual Basic is an actual little programming language that exists within Excel and gives you the capabilities. Make sure my spelling's correct. That gives you quite a lot of capabilities to do a number of different things, and if you do a bit of research on the internet, you'll find that there's quite a lot of different things you can do. So there we go. That's our Lotto numbers are all up and going and sorted. We can click on get some new Lotto numbers, and you can see they're moving. So yeah, who knows? Could be $1 million or more. Whether one of those sets of numbers could be the winning numbers. So yes, just to reiterate, Excel is a very powerful program in general use throughout civil engineering. So I'm going to wind this up and stop recording. Cheers! See you.